Welcome back to the channel, everybody. It's Brad, Firewood at the Furnace, and today we've got another delivery. Actually, the delivery is scheduled for tomorrow, but we're going to preload a cord and a half of maple here. We've got an order for 3 cords of maple, but it's supposed to rain all day tomorrow, so I want to get half of it loaded today so I can be ready for the morning. I contacted my customer by telephone just to make sure that they were okay with me delivering in the rain. They said that I would be dumping in the backyard, so I just wanted to make sure that their yard wasn't going to be too wet, or they didn't want me driving through their yard, or it wasn't going to leave turf marks. I didn't want to tear up their yard. So they said that it's totally fine for me to come in the morning even if it's raining. So we'll get this loaded now and we'll deliver it in the morning, and then you'll get to see me come back and probably load the second half in the pouring down rain, if I don't get the camera wet. So stick around. So this is what happens when you back the trailer in and try to get close to where you're going to be loading. Yep, come around the corner there, in the back corner of the trailer, bump the pile. So we pushed the pile over a little bit, but that's what we're loading anyway. So it's an easy fix. Here we go. Well, the rain has come. I've just got that last little bit to load on the trailer. So we'll have a cord and a half in there. Cord and a half thrown in there loose is about what it'll hold. So we'll get the camera out of the rain, finish loading this, and we'll see you in the morning when I start this delivery.
Well, as predicted, the weatherman was right. It is raining. It's going to rain all day. There's flood watches in effect and some thunder and lightning in the area. But we're going to get this load that we loaded yesterday evening dumped off, and we're going to try to find some gaps in the rain to load the last cord and a half, because I want to get this delivery done today. So that's the plan. Here we go. Well, that was the first dump. We got backed inside their fence into their backyard. It's a little soft, but they said they gave me the option to dump it in their driveway, and then they would have to carry it all back. It was a straight shot through their gate to where they wanted it dumped, so I said I would give it a shot to put it where they needed it. Now we do have to bring back another cord and a half, and the sky has totally opened up. It's like a monsoon. I don't know if you can tell in the camera, but there's lightning everywhere. It's downpouring. I'm soaking wet, so I might have to wait an hour or two before I load this next load, just because it's totally downpouring right now. But we're going to definitely get them the other half of their load today. I promised her that. She had already was outside waiting for me and paid me for the entire order. So we are paid, and as soon as this rain lets up a little bit, we'll get the other half of this load on the trailer and get it up here and get it delivered for them. So we'll see you in a minute. Well, I'm just going to apologize to you right now that you're not getting to see the dump or the loading in the wood yard here, but I've got about a face cord and a half loaded in the trailer now. Some lightning hit pretty close, so I'm back in the truck waiting for this next little part to pass by. There's not going to be an option of waiting for the rain to stop. I kind of hung around for an hour and a half to 2 hours waiting for some rain to go by. But looking at the radar, and I'll put a picture of it right here, it's moving straight north, and it's not going to end anytime soon. So I just got to bite the bullet and work in the rain a little bit today to fulfill this customer's order. And again, I apologize that I'm not able to show you the footage. I just can't have the camera out in this pouring down rain. But when I finish getting it loaded, I'll come back to you, and hopefully if the rain lets up at least a little bit, I can show you the dump site, and I can possibly get you some footage of the last dump. So stick around. Well, here's the load, and we're at the dump site. The rain let up a little bit. It's still raining. But we're backing through this gate here. Get you a little bit of footage of a dump. That's where we dumped the first load. I think I'm going to try to dump the second load right here in front of it. So I'll get you set up. Hopefully the rain doesn't drown my camera. You can watch the offload. 3 cords of maple delivered in a monsoon. All right, let's get back to the house. Now check the road out. This is how much rain we got. This is coming home from the delivery. That's a little creek that is normally about dry, and it is totally running over top of the road here. But yeah, we've gotten a lot of rain, and
when I think of firewood deliveries, this is not the weather that I anticipated doing it in, but you know, when you got something scheduled and the customer's ready for it, you got to take care of them. So we got it done. See you at the house. All right, everybody, we're back on dry ground. That was an interesting day of firewood deliveries, to say the least. But I tell you, the way I look at it is that I gave my customer a heads up. I checked the weather ahead of time. I confirmed with her that it was going to be okay to deliver where she wanted me to deliver with the wet ground and all the rain that we were going to be having. It was smart for me to preload the first load yesterday evening. That way I didn't have to stand in the rain to load both loads. But yeah, I think it's important to take care of your customers the best way you can. She was home from work today, so she was there. If my customers are anything like me, when I have people coming to my house to do anything, I like to be home when that happens. Even though I'm only outside and I'm only dumping firewood, I know personally I would feel more comfortable being home. So she was home today. This is the day that we had the delivery scheduled for, and she was okay with the weather, so it was okay with me. I can certainly dry off. I'm gonna go inside right now, get a nice warm shower, get changed, and take the wife out to lunch. So that's gonna do it for today. It's a little bit of a shorter video, not as much action involved just because of the way the weather was and not being able to get the camera outside. But I hope you all have a great week. And if you haven't subscribed, please consider doing that. We really appreciate it. So we'll see you next time, everybody. Have a great week.